Hola,
What is
friends.
going on, everybody? It's your boy, Chase, aka CR Media. I'm here with the one, the only, Scotty Raz Dark Wolf. Scott, how are you this week?
I am alive and breathing. It's tired as hell because I have been non-stop at work the past few days.
That sucks. I don't like that. Man,
But it pays the bills.
it does. It does. That's right. Steven, how are you, sir? Appreciate you joining. Hunter Dillon, Gears of Kai. I did get a haircut. I got a haircut and got my beard trimmed up.
Yeah,
Meant to
he's
do
looking
it.
all kinds of fresh now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was supposed to be done before um uh supposed to be done
See,
before this weekend, but it didn't
yeah,
work out.
we've
Guys, we are
we've even
live
got
here. Oh no, you're
we've
good.
even got DM here, who is now part of our Discord in CR Media. So
Nice.
yeah, he's just come across from the ABJ Discord. So
There you go. Um trade them away and get them right back.
So I have to tell myself that Kai is here. I don't know how that works.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So apparently I have to tell myself that I'm here or that he's here.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AEW Dynamite post show where we break down everything that happened on Dynamite tonight, kind of go over a few things. And then the great part about this show is we let you, the viewers, come on and tell us what you like and what you didn't like. Thank you, DM221, for that follow. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It does help boost the numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this, the I-70 hot tag in the house.
Oh shit, the I-70 hot tag's in the house. I mean, I've got one half of the I-70.
I was going to say, already got one of us. So there you go.
It's nice to see you in the chat, though, Josh.
Absolutely, sir. What did you first overall
overall on the show?
Yeah. First reaction. What'd you think overall?
It was okay. It wasn't super fantastic. It could have been a better go home show. But you know, they're working with what they've got at the moment.
Agreed. I thought it was pretty flat for a go home show. I felt like it should have been maybe it should have been presented better, I guess.
You'd think that you would have had a bit more build up to the matches that were coming for the pay-per-view and not leaving some matches to be added last minute.
I agree. I feel like a whole lot of these didn't have a lot of ground. This show didn't make me any more excited about Revolution, which is weird because I've gone to Revolution is supposed to be one of their bigger shows, right?
Well, it's essentially their SummerSlam in a way.
Yeah. So
because All In is their WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All Out, I should say, is their WrestleMania.
All Out. But and that's what's crazy is I didn't think that this show, like I said, it didn't get me any more excited for the pay-per-view this Sunday. And when AEW came to Kansas City, I've been to a go-home show before Revolution, and it was pretty exciting. So it's weird that it didn't feel that way this time. So,
speaking of that, you're at the next Kansas show, aren't you? For AEW.
I'm going. I don't know if you're going with me. I wish my really good friend who happens to work for a large beverage distributor, could look at possibly getting the suite for Dynamite from his insanely large beverage distributor. So
I wonder if that could have anything to do with the interstate that runs between, like, runs
the
across
I-70?
the state. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because this large distributor drives trucks on the I-70s all the time. All the time. DM221 says, how are you guys doing this fine evening?
As I said, I am tired as hell, but I'm here.
Agreed. So we kicked off the show with Orange Cassidy and Big Bill with Stokely Hathaway.
Why did Big Bill get a title match?
They showed it. It happened on Rampage. I guess.
Once again, why did Big Bill get a title match?
I thought you were trying to say, like, when did it happen? Like,
no, I'm asking why. Like, I know it happened on Rampage, but clearly no one watches that show. Like, the ratings on that show have declined like there's no tomorrow, and like the story didn't make sense on why he got a title match out of it. Just because
I think that I think it's, it made for a decent showing between the two. I thought like I said, my favorite part of the match, like, nothing against Orange Cassidy or Will Morrissey, but my thing about the match was Stokely Hathaway was the best part for me.
Yeah.
Through the whole thing. So
I liked the table spot. That's one thing I'll give him. I like the table spot.
Yeah,
I also like the fact that, unlike a certain other painted face wrestler, who gets beaten down for half a match, we actually get some offense in, and Orange Cassidy actually attacking certain body parts to be able to make him win.
I see what you're poking. I'm getting what you're. I'm picking up what you're putting down, my friend. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Jake Boss in the house says, "What's up, Chasing Scott?"
Jakey's here as always. Our boys are here. You know who's missing so far, though?
Who?
Matthew Holland. Our boy Matthew Holland's not in the chat yet.
He hasn't. He hasn't come through yet. No,
not yet. I'm sure we got plenty of time though.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Jake Boss in there hitting the exclamation point Discord, guys. Make sure you join the Discord. We're trying to build a community in there. Also, it's going to be the one way that you're going to be able to watch AEW Revolution this Sunday night.
No extra charge.
There is.
I know. The extra charges that you got to subscribe to the Discord, and the Twitch. But technically, if you have an Amazon Prime, you can get that subscription at $0 because you can get it with your Prime sub.
Kai is playing Pokemon right now.
Kai was saying that they were playing Pokemon instead of watching AEW tonight.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh shit!
Look,
we have Mark. A Kingpin.
Pro Wrestling Kingpin.
He was looking fresh as yesterday.
He was
on the post on the Bad Booking show.
That is correct.
That is correct. And he even had a whole new setup, and it was like, whoa.
I wouldn't say a whole new. I think he was just like I think he was displaced for the time being because he, got home, had to get the stuff like set up. I don't think that's going to be his usual spot. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
We'll find out in the next episode of Bad Booking.
Yep.
Coming to you live after
we'll
Revolution.
Be live Sunday night after Revolution. It will be more of like a post show than it is anything else. So definitely come check that out, guys. He's moving into his new house. That's what it is.
There we go.
Yep.
Well, it looked fantastic there, Mark. So
it did.
It definitely looked good.
Yeah. So let's talk about Powerhouse Hobbs.
Do we want to talk about that, or do we want to talk about the fact that Moxley was bleeding all over the place in that video?
No.
Because his eye looked pretty freaking busted.
Yeah. Yeah, I just... For my thing with them...
I'm not feeling the match.
I'm not.
I mean, it's going to be a good match, but I'm not feeling it.
Yep. How bad? So this will be a Texas death match since we're on this part, or we're getting ready to talk about this Moxley promo. So what happens? Does Moxley go out?
Kind of hope so. I mean, Moxley has been a staple of AEW, especially in the uncertainty after Brawl Out. But I kind of hope he gets his holiday. I kind of hope he gets to take his time off and relax for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hope he does too, and I think like it would be a blessing in disguise, almost, because I think it was a one-off, or sorry, I'm reading.
Yeah, Mark, I wish it was a bigger thing. I wish it was a bigger thing.
I think it was just a one-off.
Like you, I love Dark Order, and I think they deserve to be used. Uno proved that he is worthy of being in a program, but AEW is dropping the ball.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't interested in the promo. I thought him bleeding, because when you first saw him, he wasn't, and then he started bleeding, and I was just like, can we just not try and play up to the, like, I don't really care about Mox bleeding, and I don't care about the blood. It doesn't bother me. I know, obviously, it's a big talking point to people because people online talk about it all the time, right? That's like a big, huge thing is, like Mox is gonna, and then like when you do stuff like that, like Mox wasn't on TV at all. All they did was show this thing, and it's him bleeding. So like, can we not play into the the stereotype theory of it?
Look, it's very. The thing about it is that if you go back to the Attitude Era, there was blood on your TV almost every single week, and that's essentially what Mox is doing. Is playing up to the Attitude Era vibe of things with blood on the TV every single week.
Yeah.
And do you get desensitized to it? Yeah, you do. You're like, well, there's another lot of blood.
Another lot of blood.
I would like that, Stephen, but I don't know. I guess unless they're going to absolutely saturate the ring with blood, and we're going to get like essentially just it's stained red because of it. I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Some stuff is really, really hard to get out of that mat.
And blood is one of the hardest things to get
I don't know
out
if you
of
remember or not. Scott, do you remember Journey Pro Wild thing? It was the one at the baseball field.
Yeah.
Okay. So that baseball field was fresh. It was fresh out of baseball season. I mean, like it was still baseball season is what I mean.
Yeah.
So the dirt was fresh on there. The dirt, all the wrestlers got dirt on their boots, and the dirt got in the ring. That mat has been washed several times, and it still will fly dirt out of it when people hit it.
Jesus Christ.
It was just at CSW this weekend, and that was one of the first things I pointed out to somebody. I was like, the dirt stains and the dirt is still flying off. And they were joking. They were like, yeah, it's that way at the Academy too, because it's the same ring they use for the Academy.
And see, the problem with that is because they're a independent company, they don't have the funds to buy a second mat. No. Whereas you'd hope that AEW would have the funds to buy a second mat.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't, then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't, then why are they putting on a pay-per-view at this stage that's going to have a blood-soaked mat?
Mark brings up a good point. He said, I'll take the blood all day, every day, as long as it means a better story in the long run. AEW's problem is storytelling right now.
100%. And we said this last week.
Yeah.
We said this last week that the storytelling is nowhere near as strong as it used to be. And it has been something that it's been a gripe on us both because we just want them to give us something to love and hold on to.
Yeah. I'm with Mark. Like, I don't mind the blood. Like I said, it's not an issue with me. It's just, I know I'm going to see any type of wrestling community online go, oh, of course, Mox cuts a promo and can't bleed without cutting a promo. I know I'm just going to have to read that for the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be like, God, like, I'm over it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And that was my only thing is like, I feel like the promo just fed into the stereotype of, oh, Mox bleeds all the time. Now everybody's going to be like, see, we told you.
I mean, I guess we're going with the gimmick of he is the hardcore wrestler. He is the guy to be essentially Mick Foley of this era.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what we're going with, but we're going with a bit more the brutal side rather than the just hardcore side.
Yeah.
And I see our legend with the sunglasses has turned up.
Yeah. There's Matthew. There's Matthew.
Matthew has finally shown his sunglassed face.
Absolutely. The Elite were about to make their entrance when Carry On My Wayward Son started playing.
To only another, I know it was to build for Revolution, but another pointless segment where they were coming out, but there was obviously they weren't going to wrestle because Kenny wasn't dressed for wrestling, and we get the House of Black attacking him, only to later on in the card, almost an hour into the card, we get another promo from House of Black, like an hour later.
What the F, Jeff?
What? Who do you think was the producer for that segment?
The segment for the Elite?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't even know who AEW's producers are right now.
I'm going to say it was bloody Jeff Jarrett. I wouldn't be surprised if that has Jeff Jarrett written all over it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I didn't like the fact that they beat him up, took the belts, and then cut a promo later in the show. I was like, that's whatever. But then it's like, I think maybe that promo could have waited for tomorrow night on Rampage.
Yeah.
You know. Or maybe they could have done it outside the ring. But
yeah.
Dude, I don't know why, but Restream, like I have the ability to show all these comments except for Gears of Kai's. That says carry on my wayward son used by Dan the Dad, overused by the Elite. And
shots fired.
I fucking knows, man. Anyways,
shots fired.
I like it. But yeah, I it was all right how it played out. Like I said, I just feel like it.
I mean, it was great for the.
If you weren't going to cut the promo over the like beat them down, grab the belts, hold them up, get a mic, and talk on the mic right there while you're hovering over them, that would have been cool. But
because then we could have saved the promo segment for someone else. We could have given bloody Peter Avalon an extra 2 minutes.
Yeah, to explain why the hell he looks the way he does. So here's a sub for you. I appreciate that, Dominic.
Thank you, Dominic.
Is it Milidon?
That's DM. That's DM.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Look at that. Followed on the Twitch.
Subbed on the YouTube.
Subbed on the YouTube. I like it.
That's awesome.
So
after that, we get Joe.
You're good.
After that, we get Joe coming out before the commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to a commercial break.
Agreed.
Where is the continuity here? I get what we get after the commercial break for the fact that we get the Face of the Revolution ladder match. But where's the continuity here? That is a very WWE move. Send someone out, go to a commercial break. Wait 5 minutes to come back from commercial. That person's standing in the ring or doing something stupid and the crowd has to be bored for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and like I don't want to I don't want to beat it up too much, like, because I know we're talking about commercials and I don't want to like keep commercials as the subject, but I understand doing it in a one-on-one match when the camera's focused on two guys. That's understandable because I like the picture-in-picture commercials better than I do a whole commercial break, obviously, because I still get to watch the match. But It's fucking stupid to do picture-in-picture in a multi-man match. A tag team match, again, not a big deal because the camera's focused on the ring. It's cool. There's only two guys in the ring, the other two on the apron. So picture-in-picture for that it's not bad. But when you've got a battle royal, a fucking ladder match with multi people in it, like that's stupid, dude. Like, why are you doing picture-in-picture? I know that doesn't bother you because you've got Fight over there, and Fight doesn't do commercials. But for us, they're doing a fucking picture-in-picture, Scott, here in America, like they started off the match for like 2 minutes and then they went to the picture-in-picture.
Yeah, and that was another thing I was going to bring up. Yeah, I was going to bring that up as well. They bring Joe out for commentary.
Yeah,
they go to a commercial break. we start the Face of the Revolution ladder match, and not even 2 minutes into it, you've gone to another commercial, a picture-in-picture commercial break for you guys. Okay, yeah, you're right. I get to see the whole thing. I don't have to deal with the commercials. But, like, holy shit, for the American viewers, that is completely unfair.
Yep. That's why you guys should get a VPN, NordVPN, so to speak. NordVPN will protect you in public places. Make sure your data isn't stolen. Data stealing is one of the number one crimes in the world today. And NordVPN will protect you from that. Also, if you want to watch the WWE Network, you can change your location or watch Fight TV in Australia, where Scotty is.
Join me. Join me down under.
Yeah, that's right. Scotty can then watch the show with you. You guys could watch it together, and it's really cool. But check out NordVPN and use promo code CR Media. Won't get you anything yet, but there's my plug for NordVPN.
And we're not sponsored in any way.
Right. You don't have to watch commercials with NordVPN.
We're not sponsored in any way.
Yeah. Scott drinks that coffee drink every single show. It looks like chocolate. It looks like chocolate milk. I'm gonna get the same size chocolate milk jug and bring it to stream, and I promise you'll be like, wait a second, what's going on?
Maybe. Did I ship you some? Did I ship you some iced coffee? Now, can we get into the actual match though? That Face of the Revolution match. That was a damn good match. Like, holy shit! With Sammy taking that brutal freaking bump off the ladder.
Yeah.
From Action Andretti. And that was insane.
Dominic, real quick, Scott. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Sure.
Like I'm distracted because the chat on the screen is not syncing up with the actual chat. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that or not, but like there's like 3 messages it missed from Matthew and Steven in between that.
Yeah.
So, Dominic, yes, I do have TikTok. If you are watching on the here, I'm gonna
get watching on YouTube at the moment.
Okay, but I'm gonna get the socials going so you can follow me everywhere. Dominic, appreciate the follow, man. That's awesome.
CR Media 1988.
Yep, got the Discord, got it all, man.
Yeah, Dominic is part of the Discord now, so he is DM. He's a good bloke.
There you go.
Had a good chat with him last night. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I dug this ladder match. I mean, like it's like okay. So the reason why I rated it so low in the Discord, not really so low. I mean, it was pretty decent.
It was pretty high for what it was.
Yeah,
for a ladder match.
Calm down, guys.
I mean, you rated this one the 7.7.
Yeah. Oh, this one.
This was the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Yeah.
I would have swore I rated it.
This is the TNT title shot one, and you rated it a 7.7.
Okay.
Let me look.
7.5. Or no. Mine was 7.7. Yeah.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, because you said Jesus Hobbs hitting that ladder could have been awful. Hobbs wins, and then at Jake Tribal Chief 7.7 for the ladder match.
Yep. So
sorry.
No, you're
just
good.
Airing our Discord dirty laundry.
I'm okay with my rating on it. The only thing that kind of bugged me was I've never noticed how obvious it is that the referees hold the ladders, and
it happened twice.
It was really bad tonight. Like
it was twice really on it was twice on this show. Once when Sammy was up there, and Takeshita was up there, and then when Hobbs was up there as well. But can we also put a shout out to the new guy, Connor or Commander or whatever the hell his name is, the Mexican dude?
Yes.
The new Mexican dude that came in, that made his debut tonight. That run across the ropes
was nice.
That was insane. I loved that. I was like, holy shit.
Agreed.
Like, to be able to hold your balance on those ropes when you've got, 7 other men at least in there who have been sweaty and rubbed up against those ropes. That's a damn effort.
It is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't have, I liked the match. The only thing is, it was very enjoyable. It just, like I said, it made me kind of like, because I was watching them hold the ladder and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Stephen, no, it's not Kalisto. It is actually a guy, a young up and coming guy from the independent scene. Yeah, he is actually a brand new up and coming independent guy, and he's clearly damn good.
Yeah. The next
thing was Wardlow attacking the shit out of the security.
Yep.
Trying to get to Joe.
Yeah.
Not really furthering the pay-per-view match. But
well, it kind of did. It kind of did a little.
Trying to,
because it's a triple threat match, right?
No.
It's just them 2 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's them 2 1-on-1, and then whoever wins will face Powerhouse Hobbs next Wednesday night at Dynamite.
Fantastic. So I mean, like it helped me. My thing about this show that kind of bugged me was it just didn't feel like a go home show.
No, it didn't.
And to do that, I feel like it needs to be. I feel like it needed to play more on the matches and the stories, and that little interaction between them. I mean, it didn't further anything, but it kind of helps you remember, oh yeah, they're fighting this weekend. Cool.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but like I said, it still, I felt it did its job more than half the show.
Yeah, it did. It did do its job, but it didn't really hype me up for watching Samoa Joe and Wardlow again.
Anyways.
So the next segment was the best friends backstage. Us getting Renee telling us that the best friends are not able to compete due to the beatdown on Rampage, which originally led to the Orange Cassidy Big Bill title match.
That's correct. That is
correct. Then we get the announcement that Orange Cassidy and Danhausen are going into the Tag Team Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Continuity here. Continuity. We've done this before we've brought this up plenty of times before don't just do something for doing something's sake. Give us a reason behind it.
Yeah.
And this did not work out.
I agree. I don't know what else to say about it. Peter Avalon and Chris Jericho.
Yeah. if you're gonna bring Peter Avalon back, and I know he's a jobber, I know that. If you're gonna bring him back, Don't make it 10 seconds of him getting the crap kicked out of him by Jericho, and then Ricky Starks and runs in and makes a save, and it's just literally to further Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho.
Well, and not just that, but because I agree with you, because it shows that they're not real big on Peter Avalon's worth. And
it did nothing for Jericho. It did nothing for Ricky Starks, and it did absolutely sweet fuck all for Peter Avalon.
Yeah.
Peter Avalon, he's a good worker.
Yeah, the match was all him. That's what was kind of annoying about it. The match was all him, and one move from Jericho knocked him out.
And the fact that they were going, he was going for revenge against Jericho. And yeah, as you said, one single move.
Yeah.
I like Stephen Chambers. That match took too long. If it had been just a beatdown, fine. But if we got a bit like the Action Andretti situation where we got a bit of offense from Peter Avalon to a surprise win, could have been fantastic, because then you would have Jericho going in with determination to make sure Ricky Starks loses.
Yeah.
Because now he's been beaten by Action Andretti, who literally got signed because of that. And then he's been beaten by Peter Avalon. And yeah. They could have done that so much better. I get they wanted to put Jericho over. Jericho doesn't need it. Jericho doesn't need to be put over. Jericho is a star in the industry.
Yeah, it's I like the fact that he gave Peter Avalon most of that match, like I said, but it didn't feel right for Peter Avalon. So
no, it really didn't. And I know Mark's probably going to fight me on that because it's Jericho, but it shouldn't have happened.
So, when will Bobby B die? I don't know. That's interesting. Bobby B.
And then we got and not only that, after the match, we got Ricky Starks getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
As well. We've got a lot of pointless segments in today's episode.
Yeah, Ricky Starks, or not Ricky Starks, but Daniel Garcia hit the rock bottom.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yes, he did.
So Hangman has pre-recorded a message for Jon Moxley. I'll admit I'm more excited for this match now after watching the show than I was before. I'm glad it's the last match, but I'm more invested in it. Not excited, but I'm more invested. Going, okay, cool. More than I am a lot of those matches at Revolution. So,
Christian in-ring promo.
Huh?
So we get the Hangman promo, then we get another promo, but it's an in-ring promo this time around.
Yes.
And of course, as ABJ's brought up previously, Christian going for the low-hanging fruit, the very easy stuff to get the heat, the mum, the sister, the dad being dead, all in all, the lowest of the lows, the easy stuff to get people to boo you for.
That is right. So when the lights go out, we get a video from Jack Perry where he's digging Christian's grave for him.
I mean, if you were going to make it a buried alive match, don't do it the week of the freaking pay-per-view. Don't make it a buried alive match the week of the damn pay-per-view.
Yeah, I agree.
Give us 3 to 4 weeks of knowing that there's going to be a damn buried alive match. Oh,
Agreed.
shit.
I'll take the heat off of you from Mark. Jericho's mid. His comments during the BLM made me lose all respect for him. The last time he was good was in 2019. Yikes.
No, 2009, not 2019.
Oh, yeah, 2009.
Mark's going to read that and be like, holy shit. Thanks, Kai. I appreciate it, and it's been nice knowing you.
Tony Schiavone backstage with Jamie Hayter. Really weird because, of course, Jamie Hayter is back there with the one and only Britt Baker.
Which, once again, here we go. Hangman promo, Christian promo, Jamie Hayter promo. 3 promos in a row. 3 segments that are all promo work. Why did we need 3 in a row?
I'm not really sure.
And it's funny because you look at the fact that Britt put out a interview recent, just today, I think it was, that that she doesn't want, that she's stepping back from wrestling because she's not in the title picture or anything like that. And yet we see her every freaking week with Jamie Hayter.
Matthew, Jamie Hayter has the same birthday as Britt Baker. That would be wild. That would be wild if we all 4 have the same birthday. I gotta look that up.
And Axel, yes, Dean Malenko does have Parkinson's, unfortunately.
Are you serious?
It's a very debilitating disease. That's part of the reason he actually retired from in-ring competition.
Oh, shit. Look at that, man. I can't believe I doubted Matthew. I should have known. Matthew's right. Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, John Cena, and me all have the same birthday.
And you're the 23rd of April.
That is correct.
And that's one day before my wife's birthday, or one day after my wife's birthday.
Your wife's is the 22nd?
Yes, it is.
That's dope. I like that. That's cool, man. I did not know that. All right. So after the Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker segment, we get Matt Hardy and Hook.
I was kind of hoping for Jeff Hardy to come back here. I know it's probably not going to happen for a little while, but I was kind of hoping that we'd get Jeff Hardy back here and get Matt Hardy away from Stokely and the Firm.
Yeah.
Or we'd get a really, as much as I wouldn't have liked it, a really quick Matt Hardy tapping out or like not really wrestling so that old mate can Hook can go and beat the crap out of Stokely.
Agreed. I'm moving you.
You're moving me.
Yep, I'm moving you right here.
Uh-oh.
Yep, sorry.
What did I do?
Nothing. You didn't do anything. I just I like it. I like it better. I like this monitor better. I like it doing this, looking here, better than I do looking here. So that's why.
Fair enough. That's why I have my camera in front of my monitor that we're live on. So because otherwise I'm having to look over here and I'm not looking directly at the camera.
So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. We'll talk about the because I mean it's just the reason why I don't want to spend time on it is because we knew Hook was gonna win. Matt didn't have any chance,
No.
House of Black.
wasted promo.
I know. We just talked about it.
Should have been when they attacked the Elite.
Should have been.
It really should have been. It should have been when they attacked the Elite. We could have got something extra there. We could have got another bloody 2-minute match there.
Agreed.
Now, the next one was Toni Storm versus Riho. Our first time seeing Riho back in an AEW ring properly for a long time.
Agreed.
And proving that Toni Storm can actually wrestle when she's got someone to work with.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. I've been a bit disappointed with Toni Storm's AEW run when she hasn't been working with talented wrestlers. Oh, not that they're not talented, but ones that have obvious flaws.
Yeah. No, and you're right, because we have seen a lot of them underutilizing people, and Rio happens to be one of them. And so it was good to see Toni Storm get in there with somebody like Rio. I think Rio fucked up the pin though, didn't she?
I don't know if she fucked up the pin, but she won. She won it. So, I mean, that was great. I was glad to see that Rio won, and she's not being shit on as a former champion in that regard.
Agreed.
Stephen, the last time I saw Serena Deeb, she was on Dark. Or Dark Elevation, one of the two.
After the match, we got Storm, Baker, Hayter, and Saraya all beating each other up, and then Ruby hit the ring and was swinging at both sets, both couples.
Yeah.
And then the security came out and separated all three of them.
Oh, looky here. The Mr. Gorgeous ABJ is in the chat. The wild one.
Oh.
The master of controversy.
Yeah. Oh wow, that is so rude.
What? It covers my face.
Oh damn. I guess there's classic and then there's compact. There's compact. But I guess compact looks like that now because it removed the chat. See? Gotcha. Fucking QR codes. But yeah, everybody go give ABJ a follow. Say what's up.
Definitely. And you'll see ABJ on the Bad Booking show.
Absolutely. The post show after Revolution.
The post show. And that will be yourself, Mark, and ABJ. Correct. With maybe a little guest spot from me if I'm bored.
Oh yeah.
If I'm bored, or if I'm awake, I should say. And there you go. ABJ says Scotty should join us on Sunday.
Should.
It's an AEW show, so
that's right. It's technicality, my friend. It's a technicality.
I mean, I'm down if you're keen to have me. So
of course, brother.
Let's put it to Mark. If Mark approves,
fuck Mark. Mark don't make Mark approves. No, fuck that. Mark don't make the rules.
If Mark approves, then I'm happy to join you. If not, then it's okay.
See, he didn't know. He didn't know that Chase runs this. Chase runs Smart Tech. I can't even show up on time. 2/3 of the vote. Yeah. Mark probably won't be there on time. He'll probably be at home being a genetic jackhammer.
The
Yeah, Chase and ABJ run this. We let Mark hang out.
Just like you let him win on the drafts.
Yeah. Jesus. He has the worst drafts out of all of us, and I don't understand how he wins. I think it's because ABJ feels bad for him, so he'll be like, "Oh, I guess we can let Mark win one." So after the match, Keith Lee is back, and he's with Dustin Rhodes. So, which
Once
is awesome.
Again, a Rampage return.
Yeah,
and it's great that he's back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, but
he looks like he's slimmed down a bit as well.
Instead of you know why? Because he's prepping for his return back to WWE.
Everybody's prepping for their return back to WWE. Apparently,
heard that. Wish it didn't, but it did.
FTR are apparently returning to WWE. CM Punk's apparently returning to WWE. Fucking next, your grandma will return to WWE.
Yeah, but with Keith Lee, I'm joking about that, and but my thing is, we've seen Samoa Joe, Wardlow, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Would have loved to have seen Keith Lee work with Samoa Joe for that title. Man, that would be great. Watch Samoa Joe and Keith Lee go at it one-on-one for the TNT Championship on Sunday, and Keith Lee wins.
And then after that, you could easily work a promo with Keith Lee and Miro.
Yep. Or Keith Lee and Power Hobbs. Or Keith Lee and Wardlow. Yeah.
Yep.
Any of those three guys for the TNT Championship would work great. You could let Keith Lee beat Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe goes to ROH, which starts tomorrow night. He can go to ROH and be the television champion. And then, it's crazy to me that they would bring him back and put him with Dustin Rhodes of all people to go face the Mongols or affiliates or whatever.
Yeah, I got to say that I'm looking forward to the ROH lineups because I've seen some of the names that have been announced for it, and one of ABJ's boys is on that card or on the ROH card. So I don't know whether it's going to be on tomorrow night's episode, but it's going to be definitely at one of the points. So yeah,
we missed a lot of people over this weekend because of that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We might talk about that tomorrow night on the hot tag or maybe the following week, just be like, hey, like think of all of our guys that were rebooked and sent to that. So
hey, look, I know that it's bad. It's sad for you guys that you're losing those stars, but at the same time, that is a great opportunity for them to go onto a main stage and then be pulled, and then to go back to somewhere like CSW or in ABJ's case, places like the Sanctuary and all that, or High Tension and all that sort of stuff, because they've got the experience from there, and then the crowd can follow. They might get some people from the ROH crowd who followed them back to their local wrestling. Like, I'm pretty sure Luigi had more followers come to him after his stint in AEW.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, in all fairness, you gave Luigi his breakout moment.
I agree.
On the I-70 hot tag, you guys gave him his breakout moment. So
yeah. CSW had him, but I mean, he really hit it big when he hit the I-70 hot tag. So
yeah. Axel, I don't think Eddie Kingston has quit. He quit.
He quit.
He just
quit. They did a backstage interview with him, and he quit.
Yeah,
but he'll be on ROH tomorrow night.
Yeah, he's on ROH. So
yeah,
I think it was his way of moving over to that company.
Yep.
Like to move the stars over. So
yeah, we needed a large venue too after we interviewed him, Kai. So
that's why you sold the house, isn't it, Chase?
that is. That's why I sold the house.
Yeah, who's this arm guy that you're talking about?
Huh?
Oh, look at that. Josh Elliott in the chat.
The real Josh.
Again. Yeah, the real, not the I-70 hot tag. The real Josh Elliott is in the chat.
Right. That's what happened. He heard us talking about the I-70 hot tag or CSW, and then he was like, "Oh no, here I come." I saw Matt talking about the Samoan Joshi, so I had to comment. Oh, the Samoan Joshi.
Enough.
Fair enough.
So after that promo, we get the commercial break yet again.
Yes. And
there was a hell of a lot of commercials for this episode.
Yeah, I know.
Like
so much so that they needed to put an extra commercial during the
Revolution Tag Team Casino Battle Royale.
Yeah. Whatever.
Which was it me or was the pacing on that that Battle Royal just completely off?
I wouldn't say it was completely off. I mean, it was a little clunky. I loved the end of it.
Oh, the ending was fantastic. The ending was fantastic. I'm disappointed that we didn't get Aussie Open like being one of the last teams.
Yeah.
But I mean,
there was a lot of people upset about that.
Yeah, because Aussie Open are a fucking fantastic tag team. And I'm not just saying that because they're Australian. I'm saying that because they are a damn good tag team. Go watch their shit in New Japan. You will see how good they are.
Yes, agreed.
Go watch their shit in is it Rev Pro? Was it Rev Pro? Where Rev Pro, where Will Ospreay was the champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
but yeah,
jump on them. I'm not saying that just because they're Australian. I'm saying it because they have a great future in this industry, and they're a tag team to watch.
Yeah, they they were good in that, and the match I thought was fine. Like obviously it's a battle royal, so but like I said, when Orange Cassidy and Danhausen won, I was pretty excited.
I was happy that it was Orange Cassidy and Danhausen, but at the expense of
hey, you tell your fucking neighbor over there, all the way over there. You tell that fucking neighbor that if he revs his engine one more time, I'm calling the fucking police or the Mounties or whatever the fuck you guys got down there.
The Kangaroo Squad.
I'm calling Kangaroo 111 on his ass.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah. Got some cunt out here. Revving his engine.
That is a terrible Australian accent, my friend. Fuck.
I knew it was somewhere over there.
Oh, Lord.
Tell him. Yell out the window. Say, listen, mate. If you don't tone it down, my friend over in America is going to call the police on you.
Oh, shit. He'd probably be more threatened if you said that you're going to sue him.
Steven bringing up FTR. Let's talk about FTR real quick. Before we get, because I mean, after this, man, we're pretty much done with the show. Other than the Bryan Danielson and MJF, confrontation
video / promo war.
And while I'm doing that, while we're preparing to talk about this, I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to give this to all of them. So we talked about this last night on Bad Booking, where I can't think of his name now. Cash. Oh. Cash, right? Yep. Not Wheeler. Was it Dax?
Dax.
It was Dax. Okay. So Dax posted on social media. He had a celebratory glass of looked like scotch, bourbon, or whiskey. And he said had to pop one open for the night or something like that. And in the corner of the picture, you could see was a WWE contract. Now, I don't think that Dax would be the type to.
Let's put it this way: if he is the type that has negotiated with a return to the WWE while under contract to AEW, he's a fucking moron.
Yeah,
and he deserves to be sued for it.
Boom! Here we go.
Just my opinion. Just my opinion. I know that they've said that they want to.
There we go. I finally got my hands on some tequila. Incredible reviews for this certified addictive free spirit about to break the seal. So, and then as you can see down there is that. Now, like I said, for me, I don't feel like Dax is the type to go. Dax is the type to go, oh yeah, this is real funny. Let's put a WWE contract up there. And I kind of feel like with how much of a spaz Tony is, losing Regal to WWE and all the stuff that has happened, I just don't know if I think that they would do that on purpose as a work. But on the other hand of that, like, this is why I'm 50-50 on this. On the other hand of that, Scott, I don't think Dax is that fucking stupid to take a picture of that bottle and show that on there. So,
yeah. I mean, he'd be fucking stupid to do so, because that is evidence right there of contract tampering if that's the case.
Yeah, but I heard it's not a big deal. So we've got the backstage filling up. Here's what we're going to do.
That's what she said.
I did. We're not going to talk about the end of the tag team match, or not, but the battle royal.
The main event.
We're not going to talk about the video package,
or the promo.
No, we'll talk about the promo real quick. Like I said, Renee brings Bryan Danielson to the ring. Danielson and MJF work a good promo together, and then at the end, Bryan saying he's going to kick his fucking head in. Does Bryan? Is there any hope Bryan wins this weekend?
No,
not at all.
Because he said he's going to kick his fucking head in. No, yep. And he actually said "fucking head in." Because I know they censored it for you guys. Like I asked that in the Discord, and Jake answered, and he was like, "Yeah."
It's not hard, man. I mean, like you could tell by reading lips. Like it was definitely you could tell definitely that's what he said. So.
I think they waited till just after the 9 o'clock hour to actually put that word there, just so that they could get away with using it, because it's just after the 9 o'clock hour.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're at the end of the show. We're gonna go ahead and start bringing people in. I see one of the guys isn't on screen. Oh, he just slid in. Okay, cool. I was gonna say if you're not in screen in like 3 seconds, I'm picking you last. Anyways, so we'll bring in our first guy. Wow, fuck you too, buddy. Jesus. Scott, you can't see anybody in the backstage, can you?
I can never see the backstage unless you give me like authoritative access to the restream. I can't see shit. Oh fucking hell. If he really is, that is going to be fucking. That is going to be great.
All right,
we are going to get banned from Twitch.
I am so sorry for the delay, everybody. I am so. I can explain. I was cooking some food in the oven before you guys were getting ready to pull me on. My beeper went off. I had to go get my food before it burned.
Gotcha. Well, Hunter, what did you think of tonight's show?
Well, before I say anything, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I wanted to make Matthew Holland happy right about there.
Hunter Hershey Helmsley.
He calls me Hunter Hershey Helmsley.
Love it.
Okay.
Well,
and we've got a Mick in the chat. Chase saying hi.
Oh yes, Mick. What's up, sir? What is up?
Well, you know what I got to pull out. You know this. You know it's got to happen.
I wish I would have.
Well, my skip cards for the week. I can tell you right now that
you're about 15 years too late, Chase.
18, buddy. Fucking 18.
So my skip card for sorry.
They'd be legal to drink over here.
Yeah. All right. What's up, Hunter?
I apologize. I keep stepping over people. I don't mean to.
No. You weren't stepping over anybody.
So, as I get back with Tater Tots, just about 3 seconds before I got booted off, my skip cards for this Wednesday night as we head towards Revolution. The Jericho versus Avalon match. That was awful. That was just not good. The second was that triple, as you mentioned, Raz, that triple barrage of segments and promos that we had towards, I think, the middle of the show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. They really need to learn to start cutting down on the segments because, as we talked about,
I get that they've got to do the promos. I understand that, but there's a certain structure on the way things should be done. You should not have 3 promo segments in a row because people get then bored because they think it's just going to be promo.
Yeah. Or as I like to refer to it, promo mania.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, that you can quickly lose an audience if you bunch too many promos in one pile. The third was the MJF Danielson package / showdown, but it was not the showdown itself that was bad. It was the way it was handled. You notice towards the end of the tag team battle royal, they ended the battle royal, then they cut to a commercial break, and then with like 5 or 6 minutes left in the show, they went to the video package, and then the promo battle. I would have handled it, cut to commercial, go to picture-in-picture during the battle royal, come back, end the match, go to the video package, go to the promo battle, end the show.
I didn't like the fact that they went with a promo battle to end the show.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I just did not like the fact that they ended a promo battle to end the show. I think that it would have been great to have that before the battle royal, and they use the battle royal to end the show and send people home happy with Danhausen and Orange Cassidy.
That would have worked too. Once again, it's a case of Tony Khan. I mean, I know I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Is my camera flipped? Jesus Christ, it is. Hold on 1 second. There. Now, that's perfect. I just realized it was all flippy floppy. Anyway.
We haven't got H-Dog, do we? It's too early for H-Dog.
Yeah, you're about 30 minutes early. But anyway.
I'll explain later, Chase. I'll explain later.
But anyway, yeah, I would have either cut to commercial, picture in picture, ended the battle royal, go to the package, or as you said, do the promo battle, maybe cut to commercial, then started the battle royal. Yep. Now, let me switch over here so I can tell you what was good about the show. The good stuff. The opening match. They always seem to put on really good opening matches. And in this case, that was the case tonight. Cassidy retaining the All-Atlantic Championship. He defends that every single week. That was good. Tag Team Battle Royal. That was perfect. That was great. Save for the ending. The ending that could have been done better, honestly. Because let's face it. Danhausen and Orange Cassidy as a team, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh no, it makes sense. It just doesn't make sense in being in a world title match or a world tag team title match on a pay-per-view 1 week before the show, or not even a freaking week before the show. Bloody, what is it? 4 days before the show.
Also, I want to add on to what Josh Elliott just said. Not only is it against the rules, that's copyright infringement. I can sue you.
Agreed.
Now we're not going to have it. We're not going to have that on this broadcast.
Now, as far as questionable points, like you said, Raz, them just up and saying that the match between Jack Perry and Christian Cage is going to be a buried alive match, not even a week, but like 3-4 days before the pay-per-view. That's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
100%. Like, if you're going to do a buried alive match, you're wanting to sorry. You're gonna
all right.
Sorry, Hunter, not at you.
Oh no, I know, not at me. It's got to be something, and I don't know what it is, and I don't think I'd want to know.
It has to do with erections, bud.
Yeah, it's not H-Dog time yet. Yeah, it doesn't concern me. Moving on.
It's the where was I? Yeah, if you're going to have a buried alive match, give us a chance to accept that there's going to be a buried alive match. Give us a chance to understand why they're having a buried alive match.
Right. But
all right, so Hunter,
that's about all I got.
What was your favorite part of the show tonight?
Favorite part of the show would probably, even though the opening match was good, I would probably have to say the women's match for the night between I think it was
Rio and
Toni Storm. Yeah, I almost forgot. It's been a whale of a week. Trust me.
I can see why that.
You have
why
no
that would
idea.
be your match of the show. I can
It
see
was
that.
a really good, strong match. Very good. Ruby Soho coming out to attack. That really spiced things up. I can't wait to see how it all plays out on Sunday.
Awesome. All right, Hunter. I'm gonna throw your ass out. But before I do, Hunter, I want you to tell everybody where they can find you.
On all of the socials, YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and Instagram at HunterDillon95. I usually stream 5 nights, try to 4 nights, 5 nights a week. Millionaire was a disaster. We're not doing it anymore. But Wednesdays and Fridays, we're doing Marvel Snap. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we'll try to do something different. We usually do board games and game shows. So check me out. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram, Discord, Twitch, all those wonderful things.
Muy bien, muy bien.
And if I may point out, as of right now, we are just 3 followers, or at least I am 3 followers away from hitting 300 followers on Twitch.
Look at you go.
Badass.
Look at you go, my dude.
Badass.
Thought I'd point that out.
Absolutely. We appreciate you coming in here as usual, Hunter. Everybody go give Hunter a follow. And Hunter, have a fantastic night. We will see you tomorrow night, sir.
Until next week, I'll be in the Discord, maybe doing Millionaire later. And until next week, don't be a skip card, okay?
That's right. Hunter Dillon, everybody. Hunter Dillon.
All
right.
Hunter.
This guy had to slide into the DMs to get in here, but we've got him.
We've got DM. Our boy DM.
Why, hello.
Hello. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How about you guys?
We are doing good, my friend. Is your camera busted?
No, my computer doesn't have, my new PC doesn't have a camera.
Oh, bugger, man. Yeah.
Well, my laptop that I used to have had a camera, but it decided not to work after a few times.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Since you've followed on all social medias, I saw you on Instagram, so that's why the main reason why. Usually we require people to have a camera, but you're in the Discord, followed on.
Yeah, I can. Like if I'm on my tablet, I'm mostly on my tablet in the Discord. So and that has a camera, so I can whenever I have a camera, I can use my tablet.
I can vouch for DM. Fucking hell, Josh. But I can vouch for DM. He has definitely been on camera before. He's been in ABJ's Discord and he's participated, so he's a good dude.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to stress about that.
No, I was letting other viewers know because I didn't want somebody to be like, "Hey, wait a second, Chase said I had to have a camera, and that guy ain't got a camera." Well, that's why.
He's not going to get the.
Well, I see ABJ's in the private chat over here, just like laughing everyone's ass off right now.
It's because ABJ's probably been drinking.
Probably.
So, sir, what did you like about Dynamite tonight?
Well, I like the point that it was like there was like a part where I liked the whole promo about the Danielson and MJF part, but really, but the whole commercial thing was like stupid.
The constant commercials.
The constant commercials, it was so stupid.
That's fair, man. I don't understand why they did that this week. It does not make sense why it was so commercial heavy.
It was like Raw where they had lots of commercials.
Yeah. I remember when Raw was doing that, and not cool.
I see Chase is laughing at something, and I don't know what it is, but he's laughing at something.
I'm gonna be honest with you, my guy. I don't fucking know what it is either.
Well, if you see ABJ's chatting in here, he's like
fucking Jesus Christ.
All right, so DM221, what would you change about the show? What are a few things you would change about the show, make differently?
Definitely the commercials. The commercials.
What was your favorite part of the show tonight?
Favorite part, probably the women's match between Riho and the other girl. I saw the match, but I didn't see the full match.
Oh, good, man. Look,
But the match that I didn't really like was the Jericho match.
I don't think anybody liked that.
That match was a really it wasn't terrible. It was okay. It was okay. Really, Peter Avalon. He's all right. He's not great to me. He's an okay wrestler.
He's a good wrestler. He's just it could have been so much better. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Did you notice he cut his hair actually?
Yeah.
Like it used to be like long hair, and now he has the short hair now.
Yeah, now he's gone and all Dolph Ziggler, like when he first showed up as Kenny in the the fucking Jesus Christ. Sorry.
ABJ is being nuts right now.
I swear ABJ's had a few drinks.
I think he might have.
Either that or he's been smoking a lot of green.
Rover. All right. DM, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on social media, sir?
Well, obviously I'm DM221 on Discord and on Instagram, but I am Dominic. I'm Dominic M on YouTube and Facebook.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well, thank you for coming in tonight, and we'll see you in the Discord.
Yeah. Are you guys going to be on later on the Discord?
I don't have to work until late, so I might stay up a little bit later after I get off here. It just depends.
I might be on for a little bit, but I can't guarantee it because I've got to be up really early in the morning. So,
yep.
Okay. Well, it was nice seeing you guys.
Absolutely,
nice
sir. Pleasure to meet you.
And we'll speak to you in the Discord.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right.
Bye for now.
Have a good night, sir.
All righty.
All right, I think that's all we have left, guys. Nobody left.
What's going on? I'm the real Josh Elliott. I don't know who that imposter is in the chat. Thinking as he puts the real in there, that means it's the real guy. I'm verified check marked. I don't know if you see it.
How many drinks deep are you, ABJ?
No, I'm completely sober.
You're completely sober.
This is the one fake Josh Elliott that Luigi Primo didn't kill.
Yeah. boy, what a chat tonight, everybody.
I don't know if you ever saw our interview with Luigi, but that was the first thing he said when we introduced him. He said, now, do you have a lot of problems with the fake Josh Elliott? And then Josh was like, oh, all the time. And then Luigi was like, whenever I see him on my unicycle, I just boom, throw a pizza at him and knock him out. So
it was classic. You can go back and watch that.
I wish I had fake ABJs. That'd be great. I thought I got canceled over the weekend.
ABJ, you do have fake ABJs. They're on Pornhub.
No, that's actually me.
Did you get there? You got canceled over the weekend?
Yeah. I was at a wrestling show and someone asked because I didn't do something a while back. They said, "Oh, it's because you were canceled at that time." And I go, "I got canceled?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What did I do?" And they didn't remember. So I don't know. I thought there was a nasty rumor going around that I got canceled. But
did you get canceled again?
Yeah, I'm trying. I've been trying my best to get canceled.
You know why?
Because everybody loves ABJ and they're jealous.
Because you're not the real Josh Elliott. That's why.
That was going to be my first guess. My second one was going to be some long drawn out like secretive innuendo directed at other channels you used to be on, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I already did enough of that last night.
Getting me heat. I'm trying to play nice with the other children, and you're making it hard. Yeah,
that's right. I love doing that shit. I do it with my own kids. My two sons, if they wanted something, I would, instead of splitting it in half like a smart person and giving them each a half of it, I'd throw it in the middle and watch those two little fuckers fight for it.
Yeah, it's like watching a seagull fight over CPS.
Some men, Mr. Wayne, just want to watch the world burn.
It's like watching seagulls fight over a hot chip down here.
Mick, what's going on, brother? How about Mick wanting Alex's body in the chat? That was kind of cute.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but I mean, it's 2023, Mick.
I'm not judging if that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
I just didn't.
It's just out of it's out of like there's 8 billion people in the world, and you chose Alex of all people,
bro. That's what I'm saying. I still don't know how he bagged this girl. She's a gem.
You know why? Yeah, you know why? She doesn't have to listen to Alex bitch because she only hears every other word.
Yo, when Alex challenged me to Madden, and I did you know that Madden added a feature online? If you're beating somebody so bad, Madden's like, bro, you've had enough. Like,
yes.
we're gonna concede for you.
It's been in a couple of years, yes.
Yeah, so that's what happened. I was beating Alex so bad that the game was like, please quit. But the whole time he's like, I'm not quitting. And Alicia's in the background, like, just stop. It was like watching a Rocky movie. She was like, Rocky, it's like had enough. He's like, oh, not enough yet.
Is it like awesome. That episode of The Simpsons? Why won't somebody think of the children?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy.
You beat him that bad?
Yeah. And then he picked your Chiefs, and I was like, "You're lucky Chase isn't watching this because he would have been really upset with you." 7 picks from Patrick Mahomes in the first quarter. In the they're 8-minute quarters. 4 of them went to the house. I ran them back for touchdowns.
Gee, man.
It was bad, dude.
His wife is sitting there going, "Alex, it's 33-0. Okay, it's time to quit.
There's still 6 minutes
come
to go.
Back.
Yeah, there's still 6 minutes to go in the first quarter." It was bad. It was bad.
Oh shit! He really pounded you.
Heard that. Wish it didn't, but it did.
Oh shit!
Hey, ABJ, real quick, since you're our last guest, not like that.
I'm going to say that that hasn't been talked about already, but AEW is, I guess, all right. I have a lot of hate on Orange Cassidy. Like online, people are like, I don't know. Really? I don't get it. I love Orange Cassidy.
I haven't seen any hate on him, so. But then again, I'm looking at different circles to what you're looking at, so.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add? Because if not, I was going to say you were last, and not like that was done on purpose.
Don't lie, it was.
But
it's always done on purpose.
Last, we could do our revolution.
Revolution.
Let's do it. Let me pull. Okay. Let me see if digital scorecards is available. I can pull mine up and do it.
Nothing else to add to Dynamite?
No, it's a joke.
Okay.
I feel like right now it is very weak, but I think it's becoming like the trend, especially for like content creators, to just hate on all wrestling right now. And I know it's on its low point, but like, wow, it's getting real crazy. I just don't want to contribute to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've contributed. Yeah, you've contributed enough to that shit. You don't need.
No, the only thing I absolutely hate is just like, I'll say I'm not into something, but I just don't be like, this is the worst ever. And like, what's his name on TikTok blaming everything on Vince McMahon allegedly being back. It's just like, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah. I don't like the way Triple H is booking because it's not for me, so it clearly has to be Vince McMahon.
Fucking Jesus Christ, the chat is going fucking mental.
Oh my god,
this is worse than a Pornhub fucking video.
I wouldn't say that. Now I was gonna say there was a couple of times during the post show where you spent most of your show going, yeah, whatever, I'm done.
Dude, AEW got real bad.
It did.
Revolution isn't open for another 14 hours, so it will open up tomorrow.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not impressed with the way AEW is going at the moment.
Yeah. So if you head over to digital.prowrestling-scorecards, that's where we're doing our pick'ems. If you guys ever want to join in, it's a lot of fun. It's a fun way to play along and watch the pay-per-view. It's completely free, and you can join the ABJ faction. If you don't have that, then just come join the Discord, and I'll put it in there as well.
Absolutely.
We're clean as hell, then ABJ comes in, and we all lose our minds.
So Revolution on Sunday, starting off with, well, no particular order, but Christian Cage against Jack Perry. Who you got, ABJ?
Christian Cage.
Any particular reason why?
I just think they're gonna stretch it out more.
Not.
I'm going to say Christian Cage, and we can hopefully move on from there.
Was it announced that it's a buried alive match?
No, it hasn't been announced. But the fact that we got the grave,
okay,
and he was digging the grave. So
regardless, I'm going with Jack. I think it's over after this. I think Christian wanted to come back and get his revenge, and this will be the match that, since Christian won the match prior to leaving for his injury, which was fucking stupid, but I digress. I think this is their blow off, and I think Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, wins. So
let's hope so.
The Elite against the House of Black for the Trios Championship.
House of Black.
House of Black.
I like it. I like it a lot
because it gives the titles more to do.
And House of Black have just been devastated forever. I mean, realistically, the Elite should win. They should win, because how does the Elite lose to the House of Black when House of Black was getting beat up by Darby Solo? You know what I mean?
True.
Well, they came back. Hey, they came back, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Malachi looks fucking phenomenal.
The only way I see the Elite retaining is if we get Punk TR. That's the only way I see the Elite retaining.
Oh, I think we're getting Punk TR.
Yeah, but that's the only way I see them retaining. So
the Guns, the Acclaimed, Jarrett and Lethal, Cassidy and Danhausen for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
If you didn't throw Cassidy and Danhausen in tonight, I would have said the Acclaimed.
And still.
But I think it's going to be Jarrett and Lethal.
And still.
You going with the Gun Club?
Ass Boys keep it, and Daddy Ass joins the Ass Boys again.
Hunter's going for vacant.
Which is kind of like, I agree with you, ABJ, but I just don't like it, because I feel like if Billy Gunn should have turned back to the Gun Club, he should have done it when it was them against the Acclaimed.
Well, I think they'll start the tease tonight of that show. I don't think it'll full blown happen, but I think something will happen where somebody will get involved, and Daddy Ass will be the one to like cause the chaos for probably Danhausen to take the pin, and the match would be over.
Yep.
Danhausen and Cassidy are only in there for the entertainment value.
I think though, like, we're probably going to get Jarrett and Lethal taking the belts. It's just my feeling, because we know Jarrett's backstage, and we know what he does backstage.
What does he do backstage?
Nothing different than 90% of the other rosters are doing. Just politicking. Here's the difference, though. You know what Jarrett does in AEW that really no one else does? He works the crowd. His matches make sense. Like, what Jarrett's doing in the ring all has a purpose and all makes sense, because he has that old school Memphis mentality where things can be wacky and they can be corny, but they also have to make sense.
Yep.
So everyone hates on Jarrett. I don't mind Jeff Jarrett in professional wrestling. If he can like tell people like, hey guys, what you're doing doesn't make any sense. Like, I like Orange Cassidy, but people like, oh, I hate him because he doesn't make sense. He makes perfect sense. Orange Cassidy is a very, very talented wrestler who just doesn't care. Yep. And he needs to be motivated to care. He's essentially like a Gen Z wrestler. You know what I mean? He's just like,
yeah. Oh God.
You know what I mean?
Say that. Please don't say that.
He's just like he's essentially like, I don't care until you make me have to care, and then when I do, I'm one of the best on the roster.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because if Orange Cassidy hasn't proven to you, if you're watching Orange Cassidy and say, how does he beat Big Bill? And you've been watching AEW since the beginning and still don't get Orange Cassidy, you're the problem, not his gimmick.
Dude, the first time I watched him in AEW, I didn't get the gimmick. I didn't get the gimmick beforehand. Then I saw him wrestle, and I was like, this dude can go.
Mm-hmm.
This dude has talent. And then the gimmick won me over. Like,
yeah, he's went toe to toe with every major guy in the company and has pretty much almost won.
Yeah, dude,
or taken him to the limit. Like
the Kenny Omega match that he had,
Omega and him Omega and Pac. Dude's a monster.
That was insane. Like, I was rooting for Orange Cassidy to win that match.
Yeah.
As much as I knew he wasn't going to.
He's back there. Where's he at? He's back there. He's back there sitting on my Xbox. You see him back there?
John Cena.
I do. Badass.
But yeah.
John Cena's sitting back there.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks.
It has to be Starks.
It better be Starks.
X-Pac versus cocaine. Cocaine.
China.
The ghost of China.
She came in and took the fall for him. And X-Pac came out with the victory.
Mick says, I don't even know what Mick picked, but Mick picked Jared Leto.
Nice. Moxley and Hangman, Texas Death Match.
I don't care.
Hangman.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood, and then I bleed my blood, and then my blood comes from my blood, and I'm just a badass dude who bleeds. Promo over.
You obviously
no one's tougher than me because my blood bleeds blood, and I love professional wrestling. And
you weren't here for the first part of the show, were you, ABJ?
So much, dude. It's just he's so talented, and he's such a nice human being, and everything about Jon Moxley I absolutely love. But come on, my guy, it's too. People can't understand Orange Cassidy, but fucking love Jon Moxley.
I said to Chase at the start of the show when we were talking about that video package was the fact that Moxley is trying to be, or is embodying the Attitude Era, blood on your screen every week, and the Mick Foley of this era.
Yeah.
Well, he came from CCW, so
yeah, like he's being the Mick Foley of this era, or trying to be the Mick Foley of this era, and people are still very sensitive because Mick Foley's alive.
Yeah.
Like, Mick Foley's still alive, so they're like, there can only be one Mick Foley.
Yeah. I what Steven just said, I think I actually like both of Steven's comments. I'm gonna bring him up here. Hangman wins.
We need to get Steven Chamber like a microphone and a camera. He has some good takes.
He's got a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a microphone. It's just he needs a camera.
Yeah. He needs a camera because
if I ever get famous and rich, he's someone I'm sending a setup to, because he'd be someone fun. I think that would be interesting on camera to talk wrestling with.
Yeah, not just that, but like
and Jake, I would too.
He would be our Steven would be our Google guy.
Yeah,
because I mean most of it he'd be like
he's
our historian.
No, BP's our historian. Brian, the guy on my channel.
That's what I was gonna say. He wouldn't be our BP because like Brian's a lot different. Brian's got like a big personality. You know what I mean? Steven's your guy who you'd be like, you throw at every once in a while. Be like, Steven, like back when you were watching NWA in the '60s, my guy. Tell us what happened.
Back when Ric Flair was only a teenager.
Back when Flair was fat before the plane crash.
When he was still Fleer, or however you pronounce it.
When he was like 300 pounds. Have you guys ever seen that? How
when Ric Flair still called when it was the leg lock and not the figure four.
Yeah, when Flair had all that weight before the plane crash, nuts.
Yep.
It's nuts.
He said 60s, really? He's offended.
We love you, Steven. We love you.
Hater against Saraya and Ruby Soho.
I think Saraya.
You think so?
Yep.
I unfortunately have to agree with you on that.
I'm going to disagree.
What shows us that Jamie Hayter is even the champion right now? It's essentially she's just holding it until someone takes it off her, so then Britt can go after that person and win it back.
Do you think that's what it is, or do you think
Saraya wins and then Paige goes after Saraya, and then Jamie Hayter falls back into a mid card obscurity? Unfortunately,
I thought maybe Jamie Hayter would face Britt Baker.
Nope,
Britt would take it off.
I think legitimately, this is just my take. No, I don't know any inside information. I think Jamie Hayter's legit Britt's muscle backstage. I think when chicks get out of hand and they go, "Yo, Britt, what are you doing?" They're like, she's like, "Oh, you ever meet Jamie? She'll actually kill you."
You're not wrong. She will actually fucking kill you.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Jamie is Britt what Diesel was to Sean.
Yeah,
what Nash was to Sean.
Britt has her click, so she's Sean. Yeah. She's running her mooch, and people are backstage like, "Yeah, you ain't touching Britt." Yeah.
Okay, now another thing I want to bring up. Weren't we supposed to get Adam Cole this week?
No. I think it's next week, isn't it?
I think Adam Cole will start making his appearance after this MJF feud with
who do you think his first opponent is?
I think he goes after MJF.
You reckon it's going to be MJF?
Yeah.
What if it's Jay White?
I think Jay White's going somewhere else.
I know you think he's going to the E, but
I'm really I mean, it's
if you're Jay White, and you look at AEW right now, and even you look at WWE, even WWE going through their legal and who's buying what shit, 100% you go to the E. He's a small fish in a big pond, and they wouldn't know how to book him. There's too much people there. They have too much shit going on. They don't know who to book. They don't know what to do. Jay White would fall into obscurity if he went to AEW.
Well,
WWE, even though he wouldn't be probably a main title pitcher guy, they would use him properly, and he would make more money. He would be able to do a match style that caters to him more, where he's not going from Japan, break your fucking neck, punch each other in the fucking face legitimately, then go to AEW and do the same thing week after week, where he would go to WWE and have a little bit more of a lax, like, hey, here in our match styles, we protect you a little bit. You don't do crazy shit, and you know what I mean? And I think it helps his career in the long run.
Yeah.
I think
I just don't want him to go there.
I think if Jay wouldn't have done a full blown yo, I'm leaving New Japan, I think that the possibility of him signing with AEW would be higher.
So he would be able to do both.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, if you're which we know New Japan doesn't do a whole lot of, but if you're doing a storyline, you could say, I mean, who better to have on Team AEW for Forbidden Door 2 than
who on AEW would you see Jay White like to feud with that we haven't already seen?
A lot of people.
Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, but we still haven't even seen. We want to see Daniel Bryan more in Japan than we do want to see him in America. In America, he's everyone's lackey.
Yeah.
He already went to Impact. He went to Impact and did a whole stint there with the Bullet Club. So and that was as of late last year. So that run's already happened recently.
Yeah. It was when all the forbidden doors were open.
Yeah, he's literally went to AEW. He went to AEW and did stuff with the Bucks and Adam Cole and had a little rivalry and had a couple matches. He went to Impact and had a couple matches. We've seen him wrestle pretty much the main guys in AEW in Japan for the most part. Dude, I think right now Jay White, AJ Styles, Jay White, Cody Rhodes, Jay White, Bray Wyatt, Jay Wyatt, Seth. I just think
Did
there's
you just
more.
say Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, they both have the same finishing move.
Could be interesting, but how are you going to book that? Like, how are you going to
listen?
Captain Spooky?
They don't even need. Bray Wyatt needs to come down and go. Oh, today I'm a cutting hair because I'm a switchblade, and they're like, oh, cool, that's the match, like he did with Bobby Lashley. The Muscle Man dance. That means I want to fight you. Write it.
Fucking. You have to be a booker at that show. I have to see this.
But I'm just saying, there's big names that he's never worked in WWE. I think that would be more appealing to a wrestling fan. I think his character work is better in WWE than it would be in AEW.
I don't want to like go with the masses here, but there's no better match. You can't name me anybody else on the planet that I would rather see Switchblade stand across the ring from than Seth Rollins.
Agreed. The only other person I would say is AJ Styles.
I'd rather see. I mean, AJ and him is like a really close number 2 for me.
Him and Shinsuke, I would like to watch across the ring from each other too.
Yeah.
No, it'd have to be Japan. That would have to happen in Japan for me, because Shinsuke in America is nowhere near what he was in Japan. You talk about that softer style, the more relaxed.
Dude, I'd watch a promo with Jay White and the Miz. I think that'd be like. There's a lot of people character wise that Jay White is amazing in the ring, but what people don't really give him credit for is his character work. His character work is amazing, and that's what's going to make and WWE is going to pull that out more than any other promotion he's going to work in.
I can say that. Yep. Okay.
You say that now.
Let's get off.
We couldn't see that. We couldn't see that last year. We can see that now.
Yeah.
Let's get off WWE. And
last year he would have came back as like a butcher from the backwoods.
Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
As the butter knife. he would have come back as the butter knife.
All right. Which one did we just do? Oh, we did Jamie Hayter. Okay. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow for the TNT Championship.
Wardlow.
Joe.
It's got to be Wardlow. It's got to be. And they got to be done. It's got to move on.
It's got to be Wardlow if you're sending Joe to stay in ROH. But if you're not, then it's Joe.
Like I said earlier,
my buddy's getting to work Joe in ROH.
That's what I was saying before. Mr. Deppen is making his debut in ROH. I don't know if it's on.
Not really debut. He was a former television champion in ROH.
Yeah, but he's returning to ROH, and I don't know if it's on tomorrow night's episode or if it's on a future one that they've taped already.
Dude, ROH, I'm telling you, is going to be the better show. ROH is going to start kicking ass.
I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Depends how they book it. If they book it properly, ROH is going to be the better show.
Yeah, unless they figure out how, because ROH, you're not going to incorporate a lot of stories. You know, there's not going to be a bunch of gimmicks.
No, they still will. ROH still had gimmicks and all that stuff.
I mean, not like gimmick, but I mean like the overture of
ROH was
a whole lot of entertainment.
ROH was originally created to focus on the wrestling.
Yeah.
And to provide the quality of wrestling that you did not see in.
Yes and no.
You did not see from
your main card did. Your main card did, but there was still campy, corny shit in ROH.
Oh, of course there was.
That even like look at what's his name, SCU when he was in ROH back in the day. Yeah, he was like they had drug characters and they had like 2 point like they had wacky goofy shit in there. They still had variety wrestling show like everybody else, but they did he didn't kill her with a rock. It was a nightstand. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I think it's gonna be a great show. But a great show once they get it done. But next match.
MJF against Bryan Danielson in a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Daniel Bryanson loses. Here's a question for you. I want to know if you guys are falling for what I think is a giant work as well. Do you think MJF and this girl are really breaking up?
I don't care.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Because they're putting it so much in TV and in story. I don't think him and this girl really broke up. She's selling artwork now, and she's selling it like crazy. She's selling all her artwork that was signed by MJF that she did. Like, dude, it's all a fucking work. MJF's one of those characters that kayfabe wise, he can't be with her in public because then it ruins his image. And like, he's that much about his character. I think he's writing his own wife off, our future wife, so they can't so he can. And possibly, who knows? What if they have a relationship style that we're not privy to? You know what I mean? I think it's a giant work.
True. Like, it could be that.
Could be.
It could be that.
I don't think Brian wins. I think MJF pulls it out last second. Something stupid like a DQ win or a count out win last second. It's going to be a shenanigan. And it's going to piss some people off. Or I hate to say it because I definitely could see it happening. A tie finish, and we don't get a final finish.
I think he hits him at the end with Nux.
Yep.
I reckon it's the ring, the Dynamite ring.
I would just say Nux because of the callback to the Regal.
Yeah.
What started a lot of this rival anyway.
Yep. Agreed. That's it. That is all we have. So
until they announce 15 more matches on Rampage.
Yeah.
Why don't you plug some social medias before I kick you off?
ABJ, Anthony Blackwell Jr., all social media, A Blackwell Jr. I will be live here in probably 20, 30, 45 minutes. Myself and Billy Trey, the Converse kid, are going to be live playing some DMZ Warzone on Call of Duty. We were going to go live at 10:30, but I didn't want to conflict with my boys. And so we waited to do our stream because that would have been shitty. But yeah, so we waited to do our stream because a lot of people in Discord were messaging me like, yo, I thought you were going live at 10:30. And I completely forgot it was Wednesday because my days are all blending together. But I will be live. I'm starting to do way more game streams. I'm really proud of the way it's starting to turn out and the way it's looking. So come hang out. Also, don't join the stream. I mean, so we had some really cool people join the Discord via the stream. But here's the deal, man. Like, you can come in the Discord and have fun and drink and be cool, but like, don't be that guy. I think we had to boot someone last night. It got a little crazy. Just be respectful.
Don't be a dick. Yeah, don't be a dick.
Yeah, just don't be a dick.
I mean, I'm
gonna be honest. I thought it was funny as hell, but everybody else has got really uncomfortable. But I don't know. I was having fun with it.
I don't know. I wasn't in there at the time, so I don't know ABJ.
Yeah.
So.
But so come hang out.
Is there somebody that's been in the Discord for a while?
No, brand new. He literally was watching me play Call of Duty, and then came in and was like the biggest sweetheart. And then as the beers kept flowing, he just kept getting worse.
Yeah, my guy.
It was awesome. So come hang out on the Discord. CR Media's Discord as well as mine, and come hang out and meet some cool people, and let's have some fun.
Absolutely. Scott, you got anything for us before we close out?
Not tonight.
All right. Gentlemen, as always, that tattoo. Like that tattoo. Haley that does your logos, she did that tattoo as well?
Yeah, that's her third tattoo she's ever done.
That's awesome. Man.
First time she's ever done color and shading.
I like that.
Yeah, she's killing the game. I've been supporting her for a long time. She's good people.
Good.
How much? As usual, real quick, who do you know that supports so fucking much their friends and the people they care about? That you're like, hey, I've only tattooed myself and one other person. Can I put something on your ink? And I go, not only can you, but you're gonna put it right here where everyone sees it. Who supports more than APJ?
That's awesome. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all joining. Make sure you guys go to all the social medias. Make sure you join in every Wednesday night. 15 minutes after Dynamite, we go live, Scotty and myself, and we invite cool people like ABJ and Hunter Dillon on.
That's pretty much it. Everybody else is kind of whack tonight. You guys got to pick it up. Listen, if you're going to join a show, you got to be entertaining. All right.
Yep, that's right.
I'm just heel moment it.
Yeah. Other than that, Scott, ABJ, have a fantastic night.